Right guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to another episode of the Journey Career Mode. We're in November with Club Brugge and I think it's going to be a bit of a longer episode today, lads, because we've got 5 games here, and because it's 5, I'm going to get through them all, right? It's literally right on the verge of, if there was one more game in this month, we would have split the month, but like we're gonna have to split December anyway. But November we're gonna get through all in one go, unless some cup game pops up that we're not expecting. I don't know that it will. I don't know when the Belgian Cups. Oh, is that it there? Yeah, that's it, in the 1st of December. So the cup game definitely won't pop up. But we've got 4 very, very big games here. And then this last one, I mean, that's an easy quick sim, but we might have to play 2 and watch the sim for 2. I don't know. Looking at the Champions League group, I think we might be able to play Bayern. And if we focus and we get it done against Bayern, I think we can quick sim Atletico, because we would be on 12 points and we would be through. Which would be big. So kind of mad that we're going through with Club Brugge, hopefully. Like, that's crazy. I did not expect that to be happening. I thought we maybe would have finished 3rd and then went and won the Europa League. It hasn't happened. Looks like we're going to do the bits in the Champions League, but obviously the annoying thing is, once we're out, unless we do a madness. If we win the Champions League with Club Brugge, then FIFA's just done, isn't it? There's no point in playing it anymore. But Bayern, to kick things off here, 3 points, puts us through the group. So let's get into it, boys. So here we go, lads. The chance to do something that we definitely did not expect. If we win here, we are guaranteed to go through to the knockout stages of the Champions League. I expected to struggle more against Bayern and Atletico. Besiktas has actually been the toughest game that we had to win, and obviously we did get that done, but yeah, I just didn't think Bayern and Atletico would be so poor. I thought they'd put up more of a challenge, and that's what I say, like, we shouldn't really win the Champions League with Club Brugge, and I know it's a long way away, but let's say on the off chance we do, there is no point going to another club just to add on another season, because we would literally just have proved that we know how to play FIFA 21. It's too easy because if we're beating these teams constantly, consistently with Bruges, that's just a joke, like, even on the highest difficulty. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and we'll make a decision at the time. As Lewandowski's through early, that's a great tackle by Balanta. Here's De Ketelaere, switching it out to Akapo, who keeps it in. He's going to try and beat Sané. He gets it back, bit of luck. Plays it inside to Ashimiru, Dennis, De Ketelaere, Van Aken, lost it. Van Aken into Ashimiru, looking for Dennis, who gets in behind. Emmanuel Dennis. That is an awful shot. Have to be honest, Dennis hasn't been doing the job this season, lads. I'm really disappointed with him so far. Here's Ashimiru. Dennis. Go on, Dennis. Finish this one, mate. You're joking me. Dennis, you're just not on it, mate. You have to score them chances. Here's Lang. Trying to hit Bayern on the break now. And Van Aken takes it. Not the quickest man in the world, but he plays it back into Lang, who's forced out wide. And Neuer able to save. Wasn't a great angle for Lang to be shooting from. Webster's up though. Header's wide. We're going to have to make a couple of changes. Dennis straight up, coming off. Openda's going to come on. Chong is going to come on for Decade there. That's all we're going to do for now. Free kick here. I think I'm just going to go for it, lads, although it would take a miracle. That's not even on target. It's green timed. That's easy for Neuer. There's Akapo. Into Ritz. Chong. Back to Chong. Dinks it over. He doesn't put enough on it. I panicked a bit with the finish, to be honest. Here's Zachariah. Oh no, he's played it to Koeman. We've threw it away right at the end. Thought he might have been offside, but he stayed on. And we have been better than Bayern. But they get the goal at the end. They steal the 3 points. And we are not through in the Champions League yet, lads. So we've got the monthly scout report here. Please start giving us some decent players from Belgium. It's not looking good. This is pretty annoying, lads. Brian Levens. He looks good. Victor Gertz. How is he only 500k? He looks like a beast. These two will keep scouting for now. We've got Belgium all year. So Dennis is coming in, Gaffer. Look, I know you have your reasons for making your decisions again, but what was that all about? Subbing me off. I'm absolutely certain we've got a positive result if I'd been on the pitch for the whole 90 minutes. Dennis, I know his morale's gonna go down, but don't you get too big-headed, mate. You were absolute dog poo when you were on that pitch, and that is why I subbed you off, mate, right? You want to stay on, start playing well. So, Lee Evans is not too high rated. Good pace and dribbling. I mean, he is a winger. So we'll just put him on a development plan. Jert's 59. As I said, once they hit 60, I'm going to let them come up into the senior team, but we've been unlucky. We're not getting too many good youth academy players, which is quite annoying. Now we've got Ghent coming up here, and we need to win this because we're 8 points behind. Beat them, drop it down. I mean, 5 still isn't a good gap to have. It's definitely not, but you know what? We'll just have to deal with it. Van Aken up to an 80. Love to see it. He's been good this season, actually. He's actually been very good. So that has shocked me how good Van Aken has actually been. So we've got scout reports, probably players that I scouted ages ago. I'll think about it, Okereke, because you know Dennis hasn't been playing well. So we'll head into the press conference. You can see here, like, Dennis just is not going to win that golden boot, but if he doesn't step up, I'm going to look at his stats in January, and if I'm not happy, I will sell him, lads. I'm sorry, I'll sell him, because I'm not just going to keep him just because of an objective if he's not doing good enough. That's the way it's going to be. Hopefully the first team is going to be fit. Yes, they are, apart from Webster. So we'll probably start Kosunu, but hopefully we can get the win and drop the gap at the top of the table. They're not looking too fit either, So hopefully we can get some goals here, lads. So it's a big game here at the top of the table. The gap, it's quite a big gap. It's not a gap I want to be second in. 8 points. It's not been a good start this season. I've expected better from the lads. I thought for 95% of the teams in this league would be able to beat them easily in simulations, and we haven't, which is just not good. Like, we are one of the best teams in this league. We should be beating teams in simulations, even if I don't play, so that's been our downfall, and that's where we've dropped points, and Genk have been able to, run away with it a bit. But this is our chance to hand them a loss, lower the gap, and hopefully put their morale down, and hopefully that'll lead to them dropping a few more points in the future. There's Ashimiru, Dennis. We know this team are tired. We've seen it in the pre-match screen. Here's Ashimiru, and now Dennis played through, but I think Van Aken and Emmanuel Dennis with the opener. 7 minutes gone. 1-0 Bruges. That's more like it from Dennis and from the team. And I really, really feel like, I say this loads, and sometimes the complete opposite happens. But I feel like with them lacking so much stamina from the start, I feel like we can wrap this one up early if we really, really go for it. And that's something that I want to do. That's a first league goal for Dennis. That's an absolute joke, lads. That is a joke that's his first league goal of the season. But it puts us 1-0 up here. Atlanta, well won. Can somebody make a run now, please? Dennis. Van Aken gets to it. I'm not joking, the passing since that first goal has been brutal. But Lang's through. Pulls it back. And Dennis with a fancy finish. He didn't need to do that. But thankfully he's just stuck it in the back of the net. That was the most important thing. 2-0. We could have went on 2 or 3 attacks since our last goal. And our passing has been brutal. The wee Rabona into the back of the net. But again, he didn't need to do it. Especially when he's not been scoring goals in the league. But 2-0 up. And Ritz has won it here. And that would have been a great goal if we could have made it 3 really quickly there. Here's Ritz. Looking for Dennis. Who's going to get there? Does well. Finds Ashimiru. Oh! I thought he'd stuck that near post, but he's just put it wide. Here's Lang. And plays Akapo down the line. I can see Van Aken trying to make his way in the middle. And that's a cross to absolutely nobody. Dennis. Out to De Killer. Has he got some pace? I think he does. Oh, it's a penalty though. I tried to play it across, didn't work out, but De Killer gets fouled. I think we let Dennis take this and try and get his hat-trick. Hopefully he can score it. And he does. 3-0. Emmanuel Dennis with a hat-trick. He needed that. I mean, he's still miles off being anywhere near the top of that top scorer list in the league. I'd near enough have to just forget about that now. But he puts the penalty away. 3-0 up. We should be sweet, lads. We're going to jump to the sim for about 5 or 10 in-game minutes. And if the boys are able to hold their own, which they should be able to, I mean, that Genk team is dead. Their stamina is gone. So if the boys are able to keep the score, by 3 goals or more, then we will jump the result. By that stage, it could be 4 now. It is! Lang gets on the score sheet. 4-0. We are Gucci boys. Jump the result. It's a 4-0 win over Genk. As a big win in the title race for us. So lads, we've actually got a transfer offer here for Ogbonna from Southampton. I'm going to try and get the 4 million that we're saying we can get. But I really want to try and make this go through. This would be a big deal. So I'll say 4. If they come back with something, they've accepted. Brilliant. If they had came back with like a 3.6 or something, I probably would have just said, you know what, take him. You can have him. No problem. But they take 4 million, which is good. So we're going to sim to this Ghent game now, which is going to be tough. I think we're going to watch the sim on it. That's what we're going to do. Now, it puts us in a tough position where we might quick sim against Atletico. Ogbonna has been sold to Southampton as well. That is brilliant. We might quick sim against Atletico. And we'll probably lose that. I have to assume that we'll lose that. I sort of need to focus on the league in this episode, you know. I really do, because we're expected to win the league more than we're expected to win the Champions League. But we've still got Besiktas to play, so, you know, we should be able to beat them if I jump into that for the final group stage game. So, let's say Bayern beat Besiktas, puts them up to 10. Atletico beat Besiktas, Atletico beat us, sorry. That puts them up to 10. We would be on 9. Atletico and Bayern play on the final day. Someone has to drop points there. And we play Besiktas, so we win, we would still go through. So yeah, we can quick sim against Atletico, lads, no problem. Because someone will definitely drop points out of them 2 teams on the final day. First team, again, is fine, and we're going to watch this against Ghent, because they're a tough team. They are a tough team, and hopefully, I mean, a hat-trick for Dennis in the last game. Unreal. They've signed Ayer. I'm going to assume that's Ayer from Celtic. So they've signed him, but hopefully the boys can get a win and get back up there in the table. Like, we need Genk to start dropping points again at sometime. There's no way they can go all season and just keep winning every game until they play us, because surely it just can't be done. There's no way that can happen. But this is not an easy game, so that's why we're going to watch it out. We're being put under some early pressure. We do win it and get it out. Can we hit them on the counter? Ashimiru. One more ball out there. That should have been done so much quicker, but it's actually good football. And Van Aken puts us 1-0 up on 15 minutes. Absolutely brilliant. I thought it should have been done quicker. Maybe it just looks a bit slower on the screen here, but that was a great bit of play there. Actually, I'm really happy with that. And we could go again. So you look, moving the ball quickly. Love to see it. Just no space for anybody. And we lose out. We're playing some good early football here, though, I have to say. After half an hour, they were dominating at the start, but we just broke and we scored that goal. I feel like we're under a bit of pressure defending, but whenever we get the ball, we are passing it about really well, but we're just trying to find the gaps, trying to find the space, and sometimes trying to play that final killer pass means that we lose the ball, because you have to take a risk at some point. It is all Ghent now, though, and they've equalised. I could see that coming, to be fair. I could see that coming, because they still have had a lot of the ball. So, yes, it was probably inevitable. Just play it back, mate. I know you just won't cross it in. Oh, Dennis, he's hit the post or the bar. He's hit something. But Van Aken with a second. This man is unreal. I can't believe how good he has been for me this season. That is unreal. You can see they've had all the possession, but we've had one more shot, one more chance, and thankfully we have made it count. So if we could hold on to this result, I'd be pretty happy. If we could get another goal, I'd be really happy. Oh, go on, Dennis, mate. Just run through. Use your pace. We look solid enough here, though. But I could feel a goal coming on there. Lads, clear that. It's bouncing about in the 6-yard box. I don't want that. Come on. Coming up to an hour gone. I would love to jump the result, but we're just not comfortable yet. One more goal, and I would maybe do it. If we go 3-1 up, I'd be happy to say that we've done it. That's a good save from the keeper. We've still got it. Come on, Van Aken. Get your hat-trick, mate. Get your hat-trick. Wrap this game up for us. It has been tough enough. But we've stayed in it. We've got the lead. But we're just defending for our lives here. It's so obvious. Might have to take Dennis off, actually. He's getting a bit tired. So Openda is going to come on here. Dennis is looking pretty tired up there. Hasn't scored in this game anyway. He probably should have. I think he hit the post or he hit the bar or something earlier. Not long left now though, lads. Just over 10 minutes. Try and hold on. This would be a big 3 points. Come on. Come on. There's a third here. Every time we get inside the box, we just can't play the final pass or get the finish off. Doesn't look like we're going to get the subs on, actually, or the sub that we made. Ball just hasn't went out of play. That's a bad pass. Too much on that. 1 minute of injury time. Just keep them back there, lads. Come on. Great win there. 2-1 over Ghent. It's another big 3 points, and just I hope that Genk have managed to drop points this week. So we have Atletico here, and I said, like, we're just going to quick sim this one. I think we're fine, no matter what happens here. Them and Bayern have to play each other on the final day. Someone's dropping points. We beat Besiktas. Now, yes, that puts a bit of pressure on us to go and actually beat Besiktas. But we should be able to do it. So I'm just going to quick sim this one. I wonder what the team's like. First team's actually fine. This team has been really, really good for fitness. And it's a 2-2 draw. Dennis gets injured. Van Aken and Openda score. That's alright. That's a great result. Bayern beat Besiktas comfortably, as you would expect. So I think we're looking pretty good. How long is Dennis out for? 4 weeks. That's gonna be rough. That's not gonna be good for the career challenges now, I have to say. And let's have a look at the career challenges here. Nigerian Nitro. Now on 16 out of 30 after Dennis's hat-trick today, so that includes today's episode. Dennis and Openda. I think it's actually Okereke. What am I honest? Not Openda, is it? I think Openda's Belgium. Yeah, it's Dennis and Okereke getting it done, which is great to see. Dennis the Menace, as we know, is going awful. Top scorer in the league, nowhere near it. Van Aken's on 13. Dennis is on 3. He's 10 behind. So that's not getting done. The only way I'm getting out of that is if we sell Dennis in January. I said I would do that based off his stats. So I think we're going to have to make some sort of threshold of he has to have maybe, I don't know, 10 goals, 5 assists, or just 15 goals or something by that time, so that I don't just look at it and be like, oh, I think I'm going to sell him, lads, just to get out of that. We'll make it fair somehow before that episode. Super Simon, I think he should be near the top. I'm going to check here. He is at the top. He's actually joint top with Vukovic of Genk. Both have 7 clean sheets this season, so again, I'm pretty confident that Mignolet can get the job done there. Dennis the Menace, the only one that I'm worried about. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, lads. So, Muskron to finish off the episode. Okereke he's not going to go in, I don't think. I think we're going to start Openda because he's higher rated. Quick Sim, again with the first team, very blessed to have the first team fit all the time. And it's a 2-1 win. Thank you for winning a match in a simulation. Keeps the points up. Genk's game has only just started, so it's 0-0. Hopefully it stays that way. We have the Crocky Cup coming up next though, which I might go reserves team, depends. Yeah, I probably will have to, because I mean technically they are fit, but we have Anderlecht 2 days later. Youth squad monthly report, nobody ready to come up yet, although they're getting quite close, which is good. Voa wants to play in the next game anyway, so you'll get your chance, mate. I'll make sure to put this onto the reserves team. I think he's probably on the bench actually, so he might not get on, which might end in disaster for me. But we'll have one last look at the league table here to finish. 3 points in it. It was 8 points at the start of the episode. We've got it down to 3, lads. A big episode. It might be a bit of a long one. If it is, I apologise. But we've got through an entire month there, so that's good. But thank goodness we're up there again. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.